Tyler M presents
Railfanning in the fall.
Season 2, Episode 4. Alright guys, this is Episode 4 of Railfanning in the Fall, Season 2. If you haven't seen the other episodes yet, please go ahead and watch them. Anyways, let's get started with some more scenic locations. Starting at the Zephyr Road crossing in Zephyr. Mile 45.18 on the ballot stop. Since the last time I was here, they actually added new equipment to the crossing. What do you think it is? Well, they added brand new safe trend lights you can see. They are facing to the driveway, which is right over there you can see. Despite that, nothing else has changed here. They still have a General Signals Type 1 E-bell. And what does it look like with the fall color? Well, it looks like this. Not a lot of color around the tracks you can see, but there's a decent amount heading north. All in all, Zephyr Road is not that bad, but however I see much more fall colors than this. You can see the Zephyr siding and the Durham line crossing, which we will get to later. Not long later, a train pulled into the Zephyr siding to have a meet. And you may recognize what it is. This is VIA 1 going from Toronto to Vancouver. The engineer did 2-horn blast for the Durham line crossing. Now we will come back with VIA 1 later because CN Q180 showed up. Going from Prince Rupert, BC to Brampton, it was led by 2852 and 2606. And 180 has 176 rail cars. After 180 went by, Via 1 departed for Zephyr siding. It was led by 6440 and 6459, and that has 23 passenger cars, including a buffer car at the end, which will be used from now on, and 96 axles.
Detector, ALA, 4, 7, no alarms, temperature, 1, 2, C, total, axles, 9, 6, speed, 4, 9.
After Via 1 went by, I decided to cross over to the Yorkton Line crossing, mile 44.78 on the BCRAIL South. The scenery here was really not that bad, you can see. There's not a lot of fall color, but there's a decent amount. Well, from far away as well. Oh no, Yorkton Line is not the prettiest shot, but it's a decent one you can see here. Now for next train I got in is Q180, going from Brampton to Rubber Banks, BC. It was led by 3238, which is a 100-year anniversary unit with a really epic K5HL horn. And trailing second is 2832. And that has 191 rail cars and 532 axles.
M detector, Bala, 4, 7, no alarms, temperature, 1, 4, C, total, axles, 5, 3, 2, speed, 4, 5.
Now the next and final train I got in at Zephyr is Q180, going from Montreal to Vancouver. It was led by 2271 with a really nice K5HL horn, and trailing second is 8006. And that has 156 rail cars and 456 axles.
M detector, Bala, 4, 7, no alarms, temperature, 1, 2, C, total, axles, 4, 5, 6, speed, 4, 7.
The next day, I got in CN Q185 at Albert Street, going from Montreal to Prince Rupert, BC. It was led by CREX 2766, with a really epic K5HR horn, and not to mention that this is actually a newer CREX unit. And trailing second is 2978. I actually saw 2978 in the last episode when it was a weird DPU on set 112 near Buffalo. Anyways, 185 has 171 rail cars. A few days later, I went to the Vivan Road crossing in Pine Orchard to do some more Railfanning. There wasn't much fall color here, so let's get into the trains. The first one I got in is CN Q180, going from Rubber Banks, BC to Brampton. It was led by 3857, and that is the only unit pulling this train. This is the 21st time that I've seen a single locomotive pulling a train by itself. 3857 was pulling 90 rail cars by itself. 104 actually met with VIA 1 at Saturn, so it is my next train. It was led by 6457, which the engineer give me a horn salute, and trailing second is 6451. And that has 22 passenger cars. And VIA 1 was going into a Zephyr siding to meet with Z100 and 102. The next train I got in is CNZ100, going from Winnipeg to Montreal. It was led by 2287 and trailing second is 2285. And that has 131 rail cars. The next train I got in is Q180, going from Rubber Banks, BC to Brampton. It was led by 2819 with a rear sounding K5HL horn, and for the rear DPU is 3888, another 100-year anniversary unit. And that has 171 rail cars. I actually saw 2919 back in episode 2 when it was leading on X317 near Pine Orchard. Now here's a Highrail truck going by. A few days later, I got stopped by CNQ105 at Queensville Sideroad. It was led by 2241, which doesn't have a K5HL horn, Instead, it has a really epic sounding P3 horn. And trailing second is 2662. And that has 134 rail cars. Our next stop is at the Highrail Road crossing in West Franklin. This is at mile 39.08 on the BCRAIL South. The scenery here is really not that great. There's some fall color here, but however most of the leaves have fallen off the trees, you can see. If I wouldn't come back here much more earlier, this would have been a really more scenic shot than this. All in all, Highrail Road is not that great spot, but however, if I come back here earlier next year, this would have been a better shot, like I said. The first train I got in is VIA 2, going from Vancouver to Toronto. It was led by 6439 with a really epic horn, and trailing second is 6415. And that has 21 passenger cars. The next train I got in was a mystery CN Southbound Intermodal train, but however it went to Brampton. Whatever it was led by 3074 with a really epic K5HL horn. And for a DPU it's 2982, and that has 172 rail cars. This unknown train met with Q101 at Zephyr. It was led by 3060 and CREX 2788, and that has 151 rail cars. The next and final train I got in here is Q105. It was led by 2242 and 2546, and that has 156 rail cars. That evening, I got word about a BCRAIL heading my way, but this time it was leading. I decided to see it since it has a really special horn on it, and not to mention there was another unit trailing second, a rare one. This is CN X313. It usually starts in Winnipeg, but for this trip, it's going from Winnipeg to Toronto. It was led by BCRAIL 4645 with a really awesome K5L horn. And not to mention that this is actually the only C44-9W that has one. And trailing second is 2501, a rare C44-9WL. This is my second time seeing 4645, but I've seen 2501 a lot of times. The last time I saw 4645 was when it was trailing second on M313. Anyways, this X313 has 89 freight cars and 368 axles. The next day, I took a break from CN and went to CP. We went back to the Hudson Sideroad crossing in Palgrave. Mile 30.46 on the CP Smack tier sub. Since the last time I was here, they put in a new grade crossing you can see. And not to mention that they finally paved the roads. And what does it look like with the fall scenery? Well, it looks like this. There's not a lot of fall color you can see, but there's a lot near the road you can see. If I wouldn't come back here much more earlier in the fall, this would have been a really pretty shot you can see. But all in all, this is not a bad spot, but not a lot of trains run by through here. During this trip to Palgrave yesterday, I got in 2.5 trains. I'm saying that because I got stopped by one on the way down here, and that's at Mount Ruffle Road. You can see that there was a DPU on this one, and that being 8900. I got unstopped by CP119 you can see. Five hours of waiting later, The signal finally lit up for a southbound train. Microwaters, elevators, roadblocks, and more was there as well. Now the first train we got in here is CP100, going from Vancouver to Vaughan. Oh wow, you got in both CN and CP100 in this video. I know, right? It's really interesting. It was led by 8707, which is a really dirty GEVO with a really awesome first-gen K5H air horn. For the mid-DPU, it's 8648, an AC4400 CW. And for the rear DPU, it's 8943, which is another GEVO. CP100 has 174 rail cars and 2 Autorack cars at the end of the train, making a total of 176 cars.
South, or short? Train's out nice and early. They're clear of on, heading towards Boulder. Well, keep it coming then. Thank you. We'll talk to you in a few minutes. Use signal. 489. 489. Baxter. Clear 418 here. Good Derby.
100 was going to meet with CP113 at Bolton. So fast but next and final train we got in. Going from Montreal to Port Coquitlam, BC, it was led by 8950, which we engineer give us a horn salute, and it has a really awesome K5HL horn, and it is a GEVO. Trailing second is 8134, an AC4400 CWM. And for the rear DPU is 8042, another AC4400 CWM. And this has 121 rail cars. Well folks, back in cruise episode 4 of Railfanning in the Fall. A lot of interesting trains were at this week, and I'm glad I was able to end it off with 2 CPs. All in all for this week, a lot of GEVO power, but a little bit of exciting power as well, like the BCRAIL leader at night with a K5L horn. So all in all, a really great read of Railfanning in the Fall. So anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to subscribe to Michael's channel if you want to see more of his videos. I will leave his link in the description when I have a chance. And it looks like the signal just changed to Greenville, looks like, for some reason. After 113 went by. But yeah. Yep, and it just shut off, so nothing else is coming. Giving me the chance to call it a day for Railfanning, so yeah. Anyways, until my next Railfanning video, which is episode 5 of Railfanning for Fall Season 2, I'll see you guys then. Peace out, folks. I really hope you enjoyed this hour-long video of Railfanning in the Fall. Hey! Please remember to subscribe to my channel for more epic Railfanning videos coming soon, if you haven't already. Well, as usual, I really hope you enjoyed this epic Railfanning video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. And that will be it as usual.